Yeah, I'm checking either streaming live perfect or not. Just a second. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, good. Right, good. Yeah, streaming fine. I'm checking is it clearly audible or not. Yeah, it's perfectly streaming, right? Good, good. Right. Observe. Hello everyone. Welcome to AmarNadh classes. So, as a ritual, every year we are conducting CSAT paper explanation on the same day, right? So this is also we are going with the same thing. So we are going with the CSAT paper explanation, which is conducted today, that is 24th of May 2026. Okay, right, good. So as you know that the ones who has written the examination may already know that the paper is not difficult; it is easy. Except 5-6 problems, all the remaining problems are max of 10 problems, not even 10, I think, except 5-6 problems. All the remaining are very easy, right? And so, like bank examinations, many questions he gave directly from the our class handouts. Okay, the direct models that he gave directly, the ones who attended the classes well can enjoy it. But except some problems, he gave 0 to 1, the anomaly of x and x square, etc., etc. Such concepts he used as usual, because every year he uses at least some of such tricks, right? Okay, now let us see CSAT 2026 paper explanation by myself, AmarNadh Emani. Let us see the problems one by one. Okay, right. PQRS, yeah, initially means paper to paper the questions will vary, right? But this is one problem. Okay, PQ, RS and T are ranked 1 to 5, not necessarily in that order. The rank of P is 4. Observe ranks, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the rank of P is 4. So this is Mr. P. And the rank of Q is not 5. So fifth position is not occupied by Q. Strike it out. The rank of R is 1. So R is first rank, fine. The rank of S is not 2. So S is not 2, right? Strike it out. The rank of T is not 3. It is not 3, right? T. Okay, then which of the following is or are correct? If the rank of S is 3, see, he is using the word if. That means that no need to confine that is the rank of. If it happens, okay. So since it is if, I'm changing the color so that let's say that is applicable only for that one, right? If the rank of S is 3, suppose this is S. Okay, then what happens here? Q will not come in the 5th place, right? That means that Q should come here. And T should not, T has only one place here, right? Then what he said, then that of T is 2. Okay, what is the rank of T? It is 2, he said, but it is fine, huh? That means that the first one is invalid. The first one is invalid. Strike it out. Okay, let's go with the second one. If the rank of Q is 3, if he is using again, that's why I'm erasing the yellow ones that I have written in the previous problem. Okay, right, good. Now, if the rank of Q is 3, this is Mr. Q. Then observe, S will not come in this place, right? Automatically S has to come this place and T has to occupy this place, right? If the rank of Q is 3, then that of T is 5. Is T 5? No, T is 2, right? That means that second one is also invalid. So that means that both 1 and 2 are invalid. Select the answer using the code given below. So answer is both neither 1 nor 2 is correct answer. That is D is the right answer. I hope you understand. Right, so the next beautiful one. Yeah, this is a funny question he has given. So I thought some students were misled with this or shocked about this problem, but it's a very simple problem. Two identical straight rods are painted in 5 distinct colors so that each of them gets divided into 5 equal parts along the length. In one of them, the portions are marked P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, not necessarily in that order. Whereas in the other, they are marked Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5, not necessarily in that order. That means that, observe, this is my first rod. Okay, let's draw a bit longer. Okay, so this is my rod 2. Both are of equal lengths, right? Okay, it was made 5 equal parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So assume this is P series, this is Q series. Okay. Not necessarily in the same order, right? Okay, that's the important point. Yeah, when the rods are kept parallel to each other, means like this, each other side by side, P1 and Q3 match each other. P1 and Q3 match means P1 and Q1 are like this. Means if it is P1, this is Q3. Not P1 and Q1, P1 and Q3, right? If it is P1, this is Q3. If it is P1, this is Q3. If it is P1, this is Q3, right? Okay, fine. P1 and Q3, right? Next one. Yeah, good. P4 matches with Q1 or Q2. P4 matches to Q1 or Q2. Okay. Next one. Q4 matches. Q4 matches. Yeah, P3 or P5. P3 or P5. Good. Yeah, good. Right. P3 or P5. Good. If Q3 and Q5 are adjacent, the next condition is Q3 and Q5 are adjacent. Adjacent means those two can be interchanged, right? Okay, then which of the following is are possible? The most important word is possible. It is not a restricted or compulsory item. It is a possibility, right? Then what I can say is Q3 is marked and at the middle portion of the straight rod. Okay, Q3 he want to mark at the middle portion, right? This is Q3 he's saying. Okay, is it a possibility or not? We have to verify. Is it a possibility or not? We have to verify. If it is Q3, okay, this is P1, fine. Q3 and Q5 are adjacent, right? So he's asking about a possibility only, right? So I'm taking that is Q5 and that is a possibility. Okay. So because Q3 and Q5 both are here now. Okay. Next one. So if it is Q4, suppose. Okay. Q4 is followed by P3 or P5, right? I can take anything, right? I'm taking P3 because I'm checking is it a possibility or not. That's it. Okay. Next one. Yeah. Q3 and Q5 completed, right? So Q1 and Q2, right? This is Q1 I'm taking, this is Q2 I'm taking because anywhere I can take, right? Okay, Q1 or Q2, anyone will be followed by P4, right? So definitely these two, fine. So now we have still P5 and P2, right? So one is P2, one is P5 because those two doesn't have any conditions. That means that Q3 being at the middle place is a possibility. That means that definitely the first one is a possibility. Okay, fine. Second one, P2 is marked at one of the extreme portions of the straight rod. Yes. Okay, observe. P2 is marked at the one of the extreme portion. Now, what I will tell you is, suppose if I interchange P4 and P2, any problem occurs? No problem, right? P2 and P4 because no condition it is violating, right or wrong here? Okay, P4 should come Q1 or Q2, right? Q1 satisfied. Okay, no other issue, right? That means that P2 at one of the extreme ends is a possibility. So that's why he's asking about only the possibility, right? That means that second one is also a possibility. Second one is also a possibility. So automatically, which are possible? Select the answer using the code given below. So both 1 and 2 are possible. So answer is C is the answer. Hope you understand and you enjoyed. Yeah, my dear boys and girls, those who are in the live, okay, can comment happily so that I can also see your comments. I'm observing the live. Let's see the next beautiful option. Question. 7 persons A, B, C, D, E, F and G travel by 3 cars X, Y, Z. 7 persons, 3 cars. Fine. A and other 2 of them travel by X. So this is X, A and other 2. Only E travel with G. E and G only travel. That means that these two will not be this one because, okay, if these two are here, E is traveling with G and A both, but he is saying only with G, right? That's why that is not. C travels by Z, okay? C travels by Z, that's why C will not come here. C will not come here. That's why C travels with Z. Automatically, you can say that E and Z will travel by using Y, right? X, Y, Z. Okay, fine. Right, next one, C travels by Z, but B does not travel by Y. Yeah, automatically B will not travel with it. Fine. So B can be with X or Y, X or Z. Besides, A and B do not travel by the same car. A and B do not travel by the same car means definitely this is the place occupied by B, right? Because E and G only travel in Y, right? That's why. Now what you can understand is total 7 members are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members are completed. That means that whoever are the left out, those two should come here, right? So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? A, B, C, D, E, F is missing, right? A, D, F are traveling in X, right or wrong here? Okay, fine. Now, Yeah, then which of the following are correct? No one travels alone. Yes, nobody is traveling alone. This is absolutely correct one, right? So first one is valid conclusion. Okay, let's go to the second one. Only D travels with F. Yeah, D is traveling with F is correct. But only D. No, 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 no. Because with F, apart from D, A is also traveling, right? That's why second one is wrong one. Next one, only C travels with B. Yeah, B and C are traveling separately, right? Okay, that means that those two are, this is definitely the third one is valid one. So both 1 and 3 code given, right? 1 and 3, right? So answer is which option here? B is the correct answer. Got it? Right, so the next beautiful one. There are 4 statements X, Y, Z and W. The relations are as follows. Okay, see this question, if you want to answer, you should know the concept of statements. Actually, truth tables and statements, if you know that, it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot. Of course, without having that also we can work out, but that gives you much clarity about it. Okay, right, observe. There are 4 statements X, Y, and Z and W. The relations are as follows. If X is incorrect, so X is incorrect, I'm writing X is incorrect, I see. Okay, that implies then so is Z. Then so is Z. That means that Z is also incorrect. That's what he's saying. That's also he is saying. If Y is incorrect, okay, that implies then that means that implies W is correct. Okay, W is correct. Right, next one. If W is correct, if W is correct, that implies then X is incorrect. X is incorrect. Okay, these are the statements he made. These are the statements he made. Okay. Now, which of the following is are correct? If X is correct, then so is Y. If X is correct, then so is Y. What's the meaning of that? If X is correct, okay, what happens is here W is correct. That implies X is incorrect, right? That implies X is incorrect, right? So if X is correct, if X is correct, that means that W is incorrect, right or wrong here? Why? Because if X is correct, then X should be incorrect, right? But X is correct. That means that W should not be correct, right? That's why if X is correct, okay, that implies W is incorrect. Okay. So if W is incorrect, if W is correct, that means that Y is incorrect, right? But if W is incorrect, that implies Y is correct. Okay. Next one. So, good. So keep it aside. Now, if X is correct, then so Y. Okay, Y is also correct. If X is correct, Y is correct. Yes, first one is valid, right or wrong here? So first one is valid. Take the tick mark. Take the tick mark. Now go to the second one. If Z is correct, observe, if Z is correct, okay? If Z is correct, that means that you can say X is correct. Is it right? If X is correct, what I can say, these all things again I can say, right? Okay, if Z is correct, then it is not necessary that Y is correct. But if Z is correct, automatically X will be correct, na? If X is correct, automatically Y gets correct, na? But he is saying that Y is no need to become correct, right? But that is wrong one, right? So automatically answer is this is invalid. So that means that only one is follows is the right answer. Okay. If you want to speak mathematically, okay, P implies Q is a tautology with negation Q implies negation P. Is it right or wrong? Okay, mathematically speaking, but I'm not entering into that much deeper into the maths. Okay. So next one, X, Y are 2 runners who run for the same direction of time and the same circular track. Actually, this type of question already we discussed. If the length of the track was not given, I have explained you how do we consider it. Okay, that's what the same question he has given, but not exactly the question that we discussed earlier he has given here. Okay, a bit change is needed now. He's an examiner now. That's why he has given a bit change in it. Okay, what's the change we have to understand? X and Y are 2 runners who run for the same direction of time on the same circular track. Okay, same direction, same circular track. Okay, this is my circular track issue. Okay, from the same point, from the same time, they both started running in the same direction, right? Same direction. Fine, X and this is Y. Right. They started running at the same time in the same direction with uniform speeds. When X completed 7 rounds, Y did exactly 5. You have to understand the meaning of the statement. When X completed 7 rounds, that means that Y has completed only 5 rounds. Okay, that means that both has consumed the same time to run the same point, same, right? Okay, then what I can say is, okay, let us imagine the length of the track is 1 kilometer. So, 1 kilometer, then the time taken for them to complete 7 rounds is, let us imagine, 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour he completed 7 rounds, right? 7 rounds means 7 kilometers because each round is 1 kilometer. So that means that speed of X is 7 kilometers per hour and that of Y is 5 kilometers per hour. Okay, fine. Those are the speeds because he completed only 5. After completion of 5 rounds, Y changed his direction and started running in the opposite direction with speed which is double that of earlier speed. On the other hand, X continued to run with the same speed. Okay, so after 5 rounds, what happened is, okay, X has the, no, not X, Y has changed his direction and earlier he used to run in this direction, right? Now he came to this direction. Okay, keep it aside. We will see about it after some time. Okay. They stopped running when X completed exactly 21 rounds. This is the important point. X completed 21 rounds. Earlier, I said that X has completed 7 rounds in 1 hour, right? That's why 7 kmph, right? Okay, 7 rounds I'm writing here. Okay, he will take 1 hour. Okay, that is about X, right? That means that 21 rounds means the run for exactly 3 hours of time. The run for exactly how many hours of time here? 3 hours of time. Right, first point if you observe, okay, first point, Y completed 5 rounds, he said, na? By the time X completed 7 rounds, right? That means that in the first hour I'm speaking, how many times do they meet? I'm calculating. Okay. So if they want to meet means I'm keeping him at rest. He has to make complete rotation. That means that 1 kilometer he has to travel. When I keep him at rest, so we have to use relative speed. 7 minus 5 is 2. So that means that half an hour time is needed. That is how many times they met he want, right? So half an hour time is needed. You are taking first hour. First hour means 1 hour of time is there. Na? So for every half an hour they will meet. Na? That's why in 1 hour, in the first hour, they will meet for 2 times. They will meet for 2 times. Okay, keep it aside. Keep it aside. Exactly at the end of 1 hour, they both met at the starting point, right? Okay, keep it aside. Now, after 1 hour, that is 5 rounds of Y. So now Y is running in this direction with double the speed, that is 10 kilometers per hour, right? Okay, this is totally 3 hours time, na? First hour completed, na? So last 2 hours I'm calculating, last 2 hours situation. Okay, now both are moving in opposite direction. Time taken for 1 meeting I'm calculating. Okay, so as usual I'm keeping him at rest. He has to make 1 complete rotation. That means 1 kilometer is the distance. By relative speed I have to take 10 plus 7 is 17. Okay, these many hours of time is needed. Okay, 1 by 17 hours of time is needed. Okay, fine. Now I have 2 hours of time, right? So that means that 2 by 1 by 17, right? Okay. So that means how many times? 34 times they will meet, right? The 34th time they will meet at the starting point again. Yes or no? 34th time they will meet at the starting point again. Right. Now the question is, how many times did X and Y meet after they had started and before they finally stopped? Observe the word before they finally stopped. Before they finally stopped means the last one you should not count. That means that out of 34 times, remove 1, 33 times, right? Initially 2 times, later 33 times, total is 35 times, 35 times, okay, they have to travel. Okay, so that means that which option is the answer here? So A is the answer. It's a fantastic question he has framed. Okay, right now let's see the next beautiful question. Now let's see the next beautiful question. In an objective type question, paper, 5 marks are answered for a correct answer and 2 marks are deducted for a wrong answer. Okay, so correct answer means 5 marks. Okay, a wrong answer means 2 marks, right? Okay. For a wrong answer. A student attempted all the questions and scored 69. Okay, he attempted all the questions here. Okay, suppose let's imagine X questions are correct, Y questions are wrong. Wrong means -2, right? So these are the marks, right? Total is how much he gave? 69. Had he been awarded 4 marks for a correct answer, okay, and 1 mark for every wrong answer, okay, then what happens are X into 4 and Y into 1, right? So then how many marks you will get here? 84 marks you get. How many questions were there in the question paper? How many questions means correct answers plus wrong answers, right? X plus Y is how much he is asking. Is it right or wrong here? Okay, fine. Now let us calculate this one. Okay, what you can say is, you can calculate either X or Y by eliminating 1. So this is Y 2 into Y, this is Y into 1, right? So that's why I'm taking this one. If I double 8X minus 2Y is equal to double means 168. From this I'm subtracting this. 168 minus 69 is 99. Is equal to, if I subtract minus 2y and minus 2y cancels, 8x minus 5x is equal to 3x. So if you cancel with x, it is 33, right? So what's the value of x? It is 33. Okay. X value 33, substitute in anyone. X into 33 minus y is equal to 84, right? Move the y this side and minus 84 this side. So x into 3, x into 4, no? You have to write x into 4. Okay, x means 33, right? 33 into 4. 33 into 4 means how much are 132. Move the 84 this side. It will be 16 and 32 means 48. Y is how much are 48. X is 33, Y is 48. Means x plus Y means 33 and 48. Together is equal to 81. How many questions are there in the examination? 81 questions are there in the examination. The option is B is the answer. Hope you understand, my dear boys and girls. Respond quick in the chat section. Okay, make the session more and more interactive by responding. Okay. Right. Yeah, this is an extraordinary question he framed, if you observe. Okay. So I'll tell you one anomaly regarding 0 to 1. Okay. So 0 to 1, that is not needed. Okay. Let's come here. 1 by 3 is less than 1 by 3 is less than, x is less than, y is less than 2. Which of the following statement is or are? The most beautiful word here is always correct. Means not in a single case, in every case it should be correct. In every case it should be correct. Yeah, those who has not joined our Telegram channel, join immediately. Those who have not liked and subscribed our channel, like and subscribe immediately. Share with your friends. Okay, this is very much valuable session. Yeah, x plus 1 by x is less than y plus 1 by y or not. Normally, if we give x and y, since x is less than y, x less than y, I'll accept. But 1 by x and 1 by y, if you observe, 1 by x is greater than 1 by y. See, observe. See, x less than y, na? If you reciprocal, automatically symbol changes, na? Now, if you add both, it is x plus 1 by x and it is y plus 1 by y. But I am unable to say that less than or greater than, right? That's why the first one I am unable to say that that is valid or invalid. Okay, that's why I am saying that first one is definitely valid or not, I can't say. Right, even if you go to the second one, okay, observe root over, the one he gave is root over 1 plus x y square by y. Okay, means move the y into the root, 1 plus y square by y square, right? So it will be 1 by y square plus 1 under root. Okay, next one, same to same, right? Root over 1 by x square plus 1, right or wrong here? Which is greater, which is smaller, he is asking. If you observe, it is not about 1 by x and 1 by y. Okay, it is about 1 by, it's not about x and y, it is about 1 by x and 1 by y. 1 by x is greater than 1 by y, right? Okay, so that's why this is okay. This is okay. But the dangerous part here is, okay, square. The disadvantage with square is 0 to 1. So suppose if you take the number line, okay, 0, 1 and above. Between, if you take suppose 0.5, that is 1 by 2, right? Okay. Suppose if you take a is equal to 1 by 2, a square is 1 by 4. Okay, a cube is 1 by 8, right? So that means that what I can conclude is a is greater than a square is greater than a cube, right? Suppose above 2, if you take any number, suppose 2 I'm taking. Okay, so if suppose b is equal to 2, okay, then what happens here? B square is equal to 4. B cube is equal to 8, means it is increasing consistently, right or wrong here? Then what happens? B is smaller than, B square is smaller than B cube, right or wrong? Okay, I can say that 1 by x is greater than 1 by y. But it is lying between 1 by 3 to 2, na? If these are lying between 1 by 3 and 2, na, then what happens? Suppose observe the lines. This is 0, this is 1 by 3, this is 1, and this is 2, right or wrong here? 1 by 3 less than x less than y, and all are less than 2. Fine, less than 2 means left side of it. Left side of it means they can be x and y may be here. X and y may be here and here. X and y may be here. So then what happens if x and y are ranging in the range of 1 by x and 1 by 3 to 1? Then 1 by x is better than 1 by y, okay. But 1 by x square if you make, Larger number, if you make the square, it will become much more smaller. Okay, normally if you observe, 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 4, right? But when you square, it is 1 by 4 and it is 1 by 6, right? It holds. It holds. So now what happens? 1 by x and 1 by y, right? Okay, so you got squares, right? That means that square is automatic. See, the point you can understand is, if a and b are positive, okay, that implies a square greater than b square implies a greater than b, or a greater than b implies a square greater than b square. Okay, like that you can happily work out, right? Then what you can conclude is, yeah, good. Simply don't make this much complex range, etc. Keep it aside. Okay, so as you know that 1 by x is greater than 1 by y. So 1 by x square is greater than 1 by y square because it is ranging between 1 by 3 and 2, right? All are positive only. Okay, then 1 by x square is larger, 1 by y square is smaller, right? Automatically this is smaller, this is greater, right? So he gave what? The same symbol or different symbol? Same symbol. That means the second one is valid or invalid? Second one is valid, first one is invalid. So which of the following is correct means 2 only. 2 only, right? Let's go for the next beautiful problem. What is the minimum number of times one needs to measure to get 298 liters of water from a tank if the measuring cylinders have capacities of 1 liter, 6 liters, 25 liters and 100 liters? Now, this is an extraordinary question he has framed if you observe the examiner. Okay, I'll tell you why it is an extraordinary question. We can understand. Okay, right. The beauty that the question has, the beauty in the question is very simple. Minimum number of times one need to measure to get 298 liters. Okay, I want 298 liters. There is a large container. From that, I need 298 liters of liquid, whatever the type it is. Okay, so if I want to take it by using, something, then what should I do? What I have to observe is, okay, so how can I take it is important point. So most of the students is minimum number he used means they will go with the maximum number of 100 liters they will take. Okay, in that only there is a beautiful point you have to understand. Okay, normally what is the mistake that the students will do? I'll explain you first. Okay, so 298 liters means I'm unable to use 100 liters for 3, right? I'm taking 100 liters for 2. Now we have still 25 liters, 6 liters and 1 liters, right? Okay, now 25 liters. See, I want to use minimum number of cans means the size of the can should be greater, right? That's why to measure 200 liters, 200 out of 298, 200 completed, right? Still 98 liters are needed now. To measure 98, 3 cans are needed, right? 3 into 25, 75 remove. Okay, it is 23 liters, right? To take 23 liters, okay, 6 liter cans, 3 is needed, right? 18. So it is 5. Okay. Now the 5 I have to use this one. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. Most of the students will give the answer as D, which is a wrong answer. Which is a wrong answer. Let us imagine this is 398 liters, right? 398 liters, right? Okay. I'm using small cans, right? Good. I'm taking 100 liter can. Fine, 100 liters. Another 100 liter can. Fine, 100 liters. Another 100 liters can. Okay, fine. Sir, but if you use this one, then 300 liters you are measuring, but I want to measure only 298, right? Wait, I have a plan B. That is, in this 100 liters, I'll keep small cans of 2 liters. Small cans of 1 liter, 1 liter. Then what happens is, it looks 300 liters. Now, if I remove these two, automatically what happens here? I can take 100, 100 and 300 minus 2, 298 liters, absolutely the one that I needed, right? Okay, now observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many cans are needed? Only 5 cans. So what's the answer here? B is the answer. Do you understand this, my dear boys and girls? This is the way that you have to understand, and this is the way that you have to solve it. Okay, right? Yeah, good. Come on, make some comments in the chat section here so that it will become more easy for you. Okay, right. So the next video. There are 4 types of weights, namely 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, and 10 kg. What is the maximum number of different ways one can measure 20 kg if at least 8 but not more than 11 weights of 1 kg are to be used while measuring. Okay, we have 1 kg weights, 2 kg weights, 5 kg weights, and 10 kg weights, right? Fine. Now one has to measure how many kgs, sir? 20 kgs. Maximum how many minimum how many I have to use 1 kg? 8. Maximum 11 means I can use 8, 9, 10, and 11, right? Okay, good. So he is asking that what is the maximum number of different ways one can measure 20 kg? Okay, I want to measure 20 kg, right? When I use 8, what do we say? 1 kg once 8 I used. Okay, so out of 28 completed, na 12 kgs are pending. To get to 12 kgs, I can use this one, this one. Okay, one possibility. So, or else all the 6 I will use this one, and all the remaining are 0. This is another possibility. Yes or no? Because 12 kgs is completed now. Okay, the other possibility is this I will use 1, this I will use 2, this I will use 0. Yes or no? Yeah. Any other possibility? No, right? Okay, so that means that these are the 3 possibilities I have. When I take 9 of 1 kg, 9 kgs completed. Now 11 kgs are needed. How many kgs are needed? 11 kgs. To get 11 kgs, if I use 10, okay, I am unable to use 2 or 5. That's why that is not useful. Okay. Now to get 11, if I use 5 kgs 1. Okay. Now 5 completed na. So now how many liters? 6 kgs are needed na. To get 6, this need to be used for 3, and this is 0. Right or wrong? Yeah. Any other possibility? Because if you use 2 of this, it will become 10. 11 minus 10 is 1. 1 kg already you are able to use, na? That's why that is not. This is only one possibility. Okay, when I use 10, okay, 10 kg is completed, na? Now how many kgs are needed? 10 more kgs. To get 10 more kgs, simply speaking, this is one way, right? Okay, or else instead of this, okay, can I use these are 2? Fine. Okay, instead of these 2, can I use these are 5? Yes, fine. 5 to the 10 kgs, right or wrong here? Fine. Any other possibility? Sir, if you use any one, this one, these 2 are you're unable to use. If you take any one as 5 kg, then automatically you need another, what do we say, 5 kg that you can't get from either this one or that one. That's why these are the only possibilities. Suppose if you use 11 kgs, okay, 1 kg once 11 stones if you use, okay, out of 20, 11 completed, 9 kgs are pending. 9 kgs means definitely you are unable to use this one. Definitely only by using 2 you are unable to produce. If you use one of this, okay, then you need still 4 kgs, right? These are 2. You are unable to use this one for 2, right? Because if you use this one for 2, you'll get 10 kgs, which is not a possibility, right? Total, how many count it? Okay, these are the weights, right? Don't count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many here? 8. So which option is the answer here? B is the answer. Understand here? This is the way that we have to solve it. Okay. Right. So the next beautiful one. Okay. A cut on a solid object divides the object into 2 parts. Okay. One cut means a solid object will be divided into 2 parts. Fine. Where the new surfaces as produced are plane. Okay. Those are plane. Okay. Fine. On the other hand, one single cut can be used to cut more than one object at a time. Means, suppose if you observe, okay, assume this is a single piece. Okay, if I make one cut, automatically this is fine. Now, suppose these two will be separated like this now. Okay, instead of that, if I keep like this only, then if I make a single cut like this, automatically this piece and this piece both will be cut now. That's what he said. One single cut can be used to cut more than one object at a time. Okay, understand? Okay, fine. So the next point is, in an experiment, the total number of pieces produced by applying n cuts is determined by xn. N cuts means xn, fine. The experiment is performed on a solid cube where pieces remain unmoved. Okay, means you make a cut, automatically you get some pieces, right? Okay, that you are not making to move. Okay, those will be there only. Okay, yeah, after each cut. Okay, in this experiment, if after the third cut the pieces are identical, after the third cut pieces are identical. That is important point. Okay, after the third cut pieces are identical, then which of the following is not a possible value of x? Right, good. Right, good. See, what I am thinking is, okay, This is my cube. Okay. I can make one cut like this, another cut like this, another cut like this, 3 cuts. Automatically, you will get how many pieces here? Okay. 2, 2, 2, right? So if I make two pieces, another means 4 pieces, another means 8 pieces, right or wrong here? Okay, by using 3 cuts, I got 8 pieces here. Now, if I make any cut, okay, I have to make a cut like this. The new one I'm making in a different color. Okay, like this, or like this, okay, or like this. Any one only, right? Not 3, right? Any one if I make, then only one slice will be doubled. This slice, so 4 will be added. So 12. So 12 is definitely a possibility. And since this is the way that you will get more number of pieces, that's why, okay, if you make the cuts all in a single plane, then you will get less number of pieces. If you make the cuts, okay, in multiple planes, automatically you will get more number of pieces. You make in every dimension, right? That's why this is the maximum one. Automatically 16 is not a possible one. Okay, 16 is here, means 16 is a possible one. Okay, but he is not asking which is not a possibility. Okay, I'll show you the other possibilities also. Okay, suppose observe. Okay, this is my cube. Okay, I made 3 cuts, no? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Such that those 3 slices, it will become 4 pieces, right? Okay, all are identical. Now, if I make one more cut, okay, like this, automatically it will become 5 pieces, right? So that means that 5 is also a possibility. But he's asking about not a possibility, right? That's why going to the next one. Suppose, okay, so I made a cut like this, another cut like this, okay, another cut like this. Okay, now how many pieces you got? Four slices you got, right? All are identical. Observe, all are identical, he said, after third cut. But not said that all are cubes. That's why I can make cuts like this also. Now the next cut, if I make like this, okay, then automatically what happens is these all will be doubled, right? So it will become 8. So that means that 8 is also a possibility. So which is not a possibility? That is 16 is not a possibility. Hope you understand, my dear boys and girls. Right, good. Now let's see the next beautiful question. Okay, right now let's see the next beautiful. The class average X in a test increases by 4 when the score of a student is rectified whose corrected score is 100 instead of 0. Original is 100. Okay, wrong ones are 0. Okay, means how many marks have been increased? 100. So our rule is that whatever is the increment, that should be given to all, right? Okay, so n members. So average is increased by 4. That means that we have 25 members. Okay. Later, the score of another student was found to have been recorded as 81 in place of 56. Means originally 56. Recorded as 81. Now, what happens that it will be reduces now? How many marks? 25 marks reduces. Okay, number of students also 25 now. 1 mark will be reduced. Okay. Initially, the average is X. If there are no other corrections and the final corrected average is Y. Okay, X to Y, what happens here? You increase the average by 4, later reduced by 1. So overall increased by how much here? 3. Is asking y minus x is how much? 3 is the answer. Okay, because you increased by 4 and reduced by 1. So overall it is 3. Okay. 3 variables x, y and z take values through 2, 3, 4 or 5 such that their values are always distinct. Okay, values are always distinct. If m and n denote the largest possible value and the smallest possible value respectively for the expression x into y plus z. Okay, right, then m minus n is. Here, if its value is largest, that means that product should be greatest, right? Okay, in the product you have to use larger numbers, right? Okay, good. So larger ones are 5 and 4, na? Those were given here. The next larger one is here. Okay, 5 4s are 20 and 3 23. This is the largest. He specified largest as m. Okay, and the smallest is n, right? If you want to get the smallest, you have to use the smallest digits, and that too for x and y, the smallest ones in the given question is 2 and 3. For z, the next one, that is 4. 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 4 is 10, right? And is how much are 10? He's asking m minus 10. How much it is there? 13. Which option is the answer here? So C is the answer. Understand? Let's see the next beautiful one. Suppose x, y, and z are variables taking positive real numbers as their possible values. It is given that y is directly proportional to x square. Find. And x is inversely proportional to z. Collectively, I can say that y inversely varies with z square, right? Okay. So next one. Next one. Yeah. For z 7 by 25, the values of x and y are 5 and 50 respectively. When y is 98, what is z equal to? Is asking about y and z, its variance, right? As you know that y and z are inversely proportional to x square, right? You can say that y1 by y2 is equals to inverse na, z2 by z1 with square na, whole square. Okay, so y1 initially how much are he specified? Y1 is 50. Y2 he specified as 98 is equals to z2 you have to calculate by z1 is 7 by 25, right? 25 goes to the numerator. So this is z2, not 2 into 25. Okay, be careful with it. 25 ones, 25 twos. 2 ones, 2. Sorry. It is not this one. It is square, na? Okay. Okay. Cancel with 25 and 2. Cancel with 2, 49. Okay, square, na? Move this square this side, it will be square root, right? So that is 5 by 7 is equals to 25 by 7 into z2. Okay, 7 cancels, 5 1 5 5 na. So what is z2 here? Move the 5 this side, it will be 1 by 5, right? So which option is the answer here? 1 by 5, that is B is the answer. Actually here there is no use of x. Okay, that's the next beautiful one. A toy T jumps forward or backward. In each forward jump, it moves 5 forward, whereas in each backward jump, it moves 2 backward. If in 31 jumps, how many jumps are? 31 jumps. T moves exactly 15 forward. How many forward are? 15 forward. Then what is the difference of the number of forward and backward jumps? Okay. So if you observe, the forward jumps number is F, backward jump number is B, F plus B is 31, right? First equation that you can say. The second equation that you can say is, okay, in the forward jump, it runs for 5 steps, right? That is 5F. In the backward, it comes back, right? Minus 2 only, right? 2B. This is equal to total how much it has gone forward, right? 15. Forward means I'm taking positive. Okay. Right now, so if you double it, it will become 2F plus 2B is equal to 62, right? Now, if I add both, 5F plus 2F is 7F. Minus 2B plus 2B cancels. It is 77, right? F is how much are 11. If F is 11, B is how much are 20. He's asking about difference in the number of forward and backward. Na? Difference is how much are 9. So which option is the answer here? Last option is the answer. Understand? Good. People would have watched it with free mind. Oh, thank you. Yeah, next one. 8 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and W sit around a round table in 8 different seats placed with equal distance between 2 consecutive seats. Okay, 8 people na seated in a circle, right? Okay, right, good. 8 members. Okay, sat like this. Yeah, since those are 8, opposite, 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 and opposite, right? Okay, good. Now both P and R are adjacent to Q. For Q, P and R are adjacent. These two places are occupied by P and R. But I'm unable to say that this is P, this is R, or this is R, that is P. That's why I'm waiting. Okay, both T and R are adjacent. Again, R is there, na? Okay, adjacent to S. That's why what I'm doing is, I'm splitting it into, okay, first case, this is P, this is R. Okay, I'm going with the second case. Okay, in the second case, 8 members, no? Right, this is Q, and this is R, this is P. Okay, T and R are adjacent to S, na? R. This is not about T, right? This is T. These two are adjacent to S. Is it right? Okay, this is R. This is T adjacent to S, right? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah. Both U and W are adjacent to V. U and W are adjacent to V. Okay, U, W, V. That means that definitely these two. Okay, these two places are U and W, right? Okay, these three places will be occupied, right? This is V, and these two will be occupied by U and W. I'm unable to say that where they are. Next one. Next one. S and W are on opposite chairs. S and W are opposite, na? S, this is opposite is W. That means the tie was broken, and this is U. Okay, S opposite is W. Okay, that means the tie was broken. This is U. Okay, now two arrangements are complete, but which is correct, I don't know. If any condition was given, based on that, I will try to eliminate. Else, I'll say that, okay, both are possible, and according to that, I will go. Okay, now, if while going on in the clockwise direction, okay, around the table, from P, okay, from P, I'm going in the clockwise direction. Okay, good. 1 minutes R before T. Okay, 1 minutes R before T. So if I travel from P, I'm meeting R first, then T. Yes, so this is valid. When I'm traveling from P, I will meet T first, then R. So, but he said that is wrong. I'll meet R first. So this is the correct diagram. Okay. Now, then how many persons shall Q cross while moving in the clockwise direction around the table before meeting W? From the Q in the clockwise, okay. Yeah, how many he has to cross before meeting W, not up to W, before. So, here to here he has to travel now. 1, 2, 3, 4 members has been crossed. How many members has been crossed here? 4 members. So, which option is answer here? B is the answer. Hope you understand. Right? So, the next beautiful one. Okay. Here, another funny and simple question he gave. I don't say that this is simple. Okay. I'll say that this is just visualized, a visualization based question he gave. The top of a table is rectangular and its dimensions are 6 by 10. That means that 6 feet by 10 feet. Two rectangular portions of the tabletop are painted in blue color. Both these portions have dimensions 2.5 into 8. That is 2.5 feet by 8 feet. Okay, and each of them has exactly two sides common with two edges of the tabletop. If the table is fixed to the ground and the remaining portion of the table is painted in white. Earlier it is painted with blue. Now it is painted with white. That's why you can clearly identify the difference. Which portion is you painted that one, which portion is the other one, right? Okay, good. Now, how many different patterns are possible when observed from the above? Means that is the table, na? From the above, if you observe how many different patterns you can observe, he is asking. What are the mistake that the students will do? I'll explain you first. This is the table. Okay, the dimensions are 6 and 10. This is 10 and this is 6. 2.5 by 8. 2.5 by 8 means this is only 6 na. That's why you're unable to take like this. Definitely you have to take like this only. This is 8 and this is 2.5. Right, good. Right, good. See, you're unable to take it as like this. Okay. Why? Because he said that, okay, 2.5 by 8 and each of them has exactly two sides common with the edges of the tabletop. Okay, two sides are common with the tabletop, na? That's why here only one side is common, right? That's why that is not. Okay, here two are common, right? Okay, good. The other two are like this. Okay, 2.5 and 8. These two are blue. Okay, remaining are white. Automatically, this is one view. Fine. Okay. So let us say how the students will think. I'll say 2.5 by 8, 2.5 by 8. They'll take like this. Okay. So this is blue, blue, and white. Another view student will feel. Next one. Okay. 2.5 by 8. Okay. 2.5 by 8. Is this right or wrong here? Okay. So blue, blue, white. How the student will think? I'm saying last one. Okay. So 2.5 by 8. 2.5 by 8. Blue, blue, white. They'll say that 4 and answer is B. But that is wrong. Because from the tabletop, if you observe, this one and this one looks the same. Observe. Okay, it's a T shape, na? Observe the shape I'm drawing here. Both looks like the same or different? Same only. That's why these two are same. Next one, if you observe this portion also, okay, as is here, right? These two are same, right? Just That's why, okay, don't count these two, only count one. Don't count these two, only count one. So how many possible views you will get? Only two possible views. So what's the answer here? That A is the answer. Okay. That's the next beautiful one. Yeah, a pattern is formed by two characters A and B is repeated more than once in the following string. Okay, now observe. So the pattern, if you unlock A, B, B, A, B, A, B, B, A, B, A, B, B, A, B, right? Okay. What is XX in the 7th and 8th positions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What is 7th and 8th positions here? BB. Okay. The answer is BB. Right. Already we discussed so many questions, this one in the previous, right? Okay. If 10 power m and 1000 into n is equal to 75 power 25 into 25 power 32 into 32 power 75, where n is not divisible by 10, then the value of m is. It's a simple and beautiful question. Okay. You have to calculate number of zeros at the end of that product. Simple question. Okay, that you have to subtract 3. Why you have to subtract 3? I'll explain you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Now, if you observe, this one I can write as 10 cube, right? 10 power m into 10 cube is 10 power m plus 3. Fine. N is not divisible by 10. So, since it is not divisible by 10, no more 10s. Okay, into n is equal to this one, right? Total. Okay. So, now what I can think is, he's asking about the value of m. Okay. Value of m means, can I say, that is nothing but the 10 power, right? 10 power 1 means you will get 1 0 at the end. 10 square means you will get 2 zeros at the end. 10 cube means you will get 3 zeros at the end, right? That means that 10 power is whatever it means, that means those many zeros are there at the end, right? That means that now you have to calculate 75 power 25 into 25 power 32 into 32 power 75, right? So, number of zeros at the end you have to calculate. And now, when you're going with the number of zeros at the end, the beauty is that you have to calculate 2s and 5s only, right? Okay, where we have 2s and where we have the 5s, we have to verify. 75 means 25 into 3, right? Where 25 means 5 square, right? Power is 25. 3 is useless because 5s and 2s are responsible, right? Next one, 25 if you take 5 square, power 32. 32 means 2 power 5, power is 75. Now, 5 power 50 into 5 power 64 into 2 power 375. Okay, overall you will get 5 power 114 into 2 power 375. Number of zeros means out of these two, whichever is the smaller, that you have to take. Now you can say that m plus 3 is 114, not m. So the value of m is how much? 111. So which option is the answer here? B is the answer. Understand here? This is a beautiful question you can understand. Right. So the speed of a train T is 100 kilometers per hour, and the speed of a person P is 4 kilometers per hour. So both the speeds he specified, right? Okay. T crosses P in 15 seconds. So that means that train crosses the man. Train crosses the man means what we can say, a lengthy object is crossing a point object, means distance traveled is nothing but length of the train. Okay, distance traveled. As you know that distance is nothing but speed into time. When two objects are moving, speed is nothing but the relative speed. Okay. Here, train is moving as well as man is moving, and both are moving in the same direction or opposite direction. T crosses P in 15 seconds if P traveling along the direction of the motion of T. That means that both are moving in same direction. Same direction means we have to take relative speed. Okay. So, relative speed is, this is 100 and this is 4, right? And relative speed is 96 because both are moving in opposite direction. Relative speed is difference. Into how much are 15 seconds? Fine. Okay. You need the conversion that we will see after some time. Okay, good. So, next one. Okay. If P travels along the opposite direction of T, then in how much time does T cross P? In seconds approximately. In seconds approximately. Right. If both are moving in opposite directions, automatically what happens here? So relative speed means it will be added, right? So 104, right? 104 into how much time he is asking. No need of conversions now, because if you want to convert, you will write 5 by 18 here, and the same 5 by 18 here you will also write here, and both gets cancelled, right? That's why no need of conversions. Okay. Now if you want T2, you can say that simply 96 into 15 by 104. 104 is asking absolute or approximately. Observe, options are in terms of decimals, right? Okay, good. Calculate. Okay, 8 12s and 8 13s. Okay, 12 into 15 is 180. 180 by 13. 13 ones are 13. Now you have 50. 50 means nearly 4 times but less than that. So answer is C. Or else we want to calculate 50 means 13 3s are 39. 11 is there. 110 means 8s. Okay. So automatically answer will be 13.85. Which option is answer here? C is the answer. Understand all of you? Let's see the next beautiful one. People are frustrated today. I can understand, but what is the rule is, so I have a feeling that in the entire Hyderabad, okay, so I have to teach the CSAT first. Then only anybody has to teach. That's my what do we say, feel. That's why I had to start at 9 only, but some small health issue at my home. That's why I came out to the hospital. That's why I'm starting at 10:30. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, because if I take tomorrow, so people will say that AmarNadh has copied from somewhere else, but AmarNadh will never copy from anywhere. That's why I have conducted it today itself. Okay, so I can understand your feeling, but still I have to. Yeah, this is data sufficiency questions. Yeah. Okay. So in the options, 4 options I have given as the directions and followed by questions. Okay. Right. Select this option, first one, if the question can be answered by using one of the statements alone, but cannot be answered by using the other statement alone. Okay. Second one, select this option if the question can be answered using either statement alone. Okay. Select this option means first one means you can answer with statement 1 alone, but not 2 alone. 2 alone, but not with 1 alone. Okay, you have to go with first one. 1 alone is sufficient or 2 alone is also sufficient, then you go with second one. Okay. Select this option if the question can be answered using both the statements together, but cannot be answered using either statement alone. Okay. Single statement alone is not sufficient. Both together is sufficient or mandatory to answer the question. Third option. Select this option if the question cannot be answered even using the any of the given statements. Okay, both together also you're unable to answer, additional data is required. See, in the 2025 question paper, he gave one beautiful option, that is, okay, the question can be answered without using any of the given statements, right? But that option this time he has removed. Okay, 31st one. X receives 3 coins of different denominations 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20. 3 coins will give, and all the 3 are different denominations. Those are 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20. If the total amount received by X is M, total amount is M. Okay. Does X receive a coin of denomination 5? As the question is X is getting a coin 5 or not? He's asking. Okay. Right. Good. Statement 1. M is not a prime number. Means by using this, am I able to say that 5 is a part or not? I have to verify. Okay. Then what I can say is, okay, what I can say is, I have taken suppose 1, 2, 5. Okay, 3 coins. What's the total amount? M, 8 rupees. Na? That's what he said, M. Na? He said that M is not a prime number. Okay, in this case, M is not a prime number and 5 has been used. Okay, so one case happy. Suppose can I use 2, 10, and 20? What's the sum here? 32, right? 32 is not a prime number, but I have not used 5, right? That means that if M is not a prime number, I can't assure that 5 will be there. Okay, if M is not a prime number, okay, in this case 5 is there, in this case 5 is not there. That's why I can't assure. That's why first one is not sufficient. Second one, the sum of the digits of M is greater than 5. Okay, if the sum of the digits of the number is greater than 5, am I able to say that 5 is a part or not? We have to verify. Okay, now I'm showing how we can draw each and everything. Okay, each and every possibility, how can we draw? I'll tell you. Okay, 8 na? Sorry. Sum is how much? 8. Okay, the denominations are 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20, right? Okay, total 5 coins and 3 denominations, right? So 5C3. That is 5C2. Means 10 possibilities you will get. I'll write all the 10. Observe. First, I have gone with 1 to 5. Na? 1 to 10. 1 to 20. Okay. 1 fixed. 2 change it to 5. 1, 5, 10. 1, 5, 20. 5 change it to 10. 1, 10, 20. Okay, all the possibilities with 1 as the first one completed. Now 2 as the first one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 completed. Now 2, 5, 10 completed. 2, 5, 20 completed. Next one 2, 10, 20 completed. 3 cases. Okay, the other one is 5, 10, 20. Okay, this is the total 10 cases. Verify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. So now, m, if I calculate, here it is 13, here it is 23, here it is 16, here it is 26, here it is 31, here it is 17, here it is 27, here it is 32, here it is 35. Okay, now what he's saying, the sum of the digits of m is greater than 5. Sum of the digits of m. Okay, so it is 8 only, it is 4, it is 5, it is 7, it is 8, it is 4, it is 8, it is 9, it is 5, it is 8. Greater than 5, he said. Greater than 5 means this is ruled out. Okay, this is ruled out. Okay, this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Okay. In all the remaining cases, is 5 is a case or not? Okay, 5 is there or not? You have to verify. In this 5 is there. Okay, in this 5 is there. 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 In this also 5 is there. Means if sum of digits is greater than 8, greater than 5, definitely 5 is a part, right? That's why second one is valid. So answer is first one is not valid, second one is valid. Okay, my dear personals. Let's see the next beautiful one. For two distinct real numbers x and y, okay, which of them is biggest? X square is less than y is less than 1. So which is biggest means x and y, which is bigger, he is asking. See, it is less than 1. Okay. Okay, good. X square is less than y less than 1. That means that you can say since x square it is, y is definitely a positive number. Positive number less than 1 means y is in the range of 0 to 1. Okay, good. X square, it is less than y. Less than y means x also lies in the same range of 0 to 1. As I said earlier, okay, if x is in the range of 0 to 1, okay, then x is less than, x square is less than, x cube is less than, and so on, right? Okay, no, you have to take reverse order. X is greater than, x square is greater than, x cube is greater than, and so on, right? That means that x is largest. As the power increases, it will be small, right? X square, if you observe, x is greater than x square. Okay, that means that x square is less than x, right or wrong? Okay, fine. He said that x square is less than y. X square is less than x square is less than y. X and y, which is greater, I can't say. That's why statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Statement 2 says that y less than root x less than 1. Y is less than 1. Okay, ultimately. Root x is also less than 1. That means that, okay, x is also in the range of 0 to 1. Both x, y are in the same range, that is 0 to 1. Okay. So, when compared to x, root x is greater. But as you know that root x is greater than x. X or no? Okay. Now you can say that x is less than root x, y is less than root x. But x and y, which is less than, you can't say, right? That's why 2 alone is also not sufficient. Okay. Now going with collectively, means both together I am taking. If I take both together, okay, you got a conclusion? X square less than y, but y less than root x. Okay, fine. Okay, now you can observe, x square and root x, you can ultimately know that because it is less than 1. In both the cases, it is in the range of 0 to 1, right? Automatically, as the power increases, its value reduces, right? X square is less than root x, absolutely correct. Okay, means if you observe the values, okay, you observe the values, if it is x square is less, root x is more. Okay, y is in the range of x square to root x, means in between y is there. In between y is there means y can be here, y can be here, y can be here. In this case, x is greater, y is smaller. In this case, x and y are equal. In this case, y is greater, x is smaller. Means I can't decide x and y which is greater and which is smaller, even if I go with the combined, right? That's why both together also not sufficient to answer the question. Both together also not sufficient means answer is D option, right? Let's see the next beautiful one. Right. Next one. Okay. If x and y are integers, then x is even. Okay, is x is even or not? He is asking. X square, y square is even. Okay. So my question is x even or not? Suppose if x is even into something is even, fine. Suppose x is odd, but y is even. Still, even into something is even, right? That's why. You can't assure that x is even or odd. So that's why this is not sufficient. If I go to the next one, x square plus y square plus 1 is the odd number. If you add plus 1, it is odd. That means that this is even. If it is even, that means that If both are even, yes, even square plus even square is even. Or if both are odd square plus odd square is odd plus odd even only, right? From this I can say that both x and y are even or both x and y are odd, but I can't assure that x is even or odd. That's why this is not sufficient. Now I'm going to the collective. Okay. Okay. So both odd, both even is not a possibility. If it is even, this is also even, okay, fine. Because even into even is even only, right? That's why it is worthy. Just a second, I have to take small amount of peg. Good. Because we'll speak continuously, no? We need a peg. So, if x is even, y is odd, fine. If x and y both are even, it is fine, right? So, in both the cases, if you observe, both even, both odd, you have to take. Both odd is not possible here. Both even is possible. Both has to happen means both even is the only possibility we have to take. If both are even, then we can conclude that x is even as correct. Means you got a conclusion. When you got the conclusion? By taking both, right? By taking both means answer is C. Okay. 34th question. X is the collection of certain odd numbers. X is collection of some odd numbers. Okay. Y is collection of some even numbers. Okay. T consists of the numbers of all of which are either from X or from Y. Means T has all are odd. Or T has all are even, right? Not mixing of even or odd. Then what he is asking is every number of T from Y? From Y means everyone is even or not, he is asking. Statement 1. The sum of any two numbers being belonging to T is even. Here, any two numbers is even, no need to explain, because if I take two odd numbers, sum is even. If I take two even numbers, sum is even. Automatically, every time it will happen. So, for that, no need to pass a statement. That's why this is a zero statement. That's why that is not sufficient to answer that question. Second one, both P and Q are picked from T. From T, I have taken two numbers, P and Q. Okay, then what happens here? Then P minus 1 into Q is even. Okay, now the beauty I found. Okay, what is specified here? P minus 1 into Q. P, Q are both picked from T, na? So that's why both are odd. One case I have to verify. Or both are even. Another case I have to verify. Is it right or wrong here? Okay, P minus 1 into Q is even. Okay, from that, we got both as even numbers or not, we have to verify. Now, odd minus 1 is even into odd. Yes, the result is even number. That's what he specified. Means, okay, both are odd is a possibility. Okay, so both are even if I take. Even minus 1 is odd. Odd into even is even only. Oh my goodness. So, in this case also, I'm unable to decide, okay, the values are even or odd, right? That's why, so I'm unable to go with second one alone also not sufficient. So normally we have to go with collectively, but whereas statement 1 is not a totally statement, right? That's why collectively is also not possible. So answer is they both together also not sufficient to answer the given question. Okay, that's the next beautiful question. Okay, I'll show more something. Right, if x and y are distinct, no, if x and y are integers, each greater than 1, then is x a prime number? Is asking that is x a prime number or not? X and y both are integers greater than 1. Means x and y both are positive numbers. Okay. Now observe, x into y square is equals to 116. Okay. If you want to write 116 as a prime number, 1 into 4 into 9 into like that, you have to verify. 1 into 116. Okay, fine. Next one, 4 into if I take. Okay, 4 means 2s and 9s. Okay, next one, 9 into means it is not divisible by 9, so it is not. 16 into means it is not, because 16 is not divisible. 25 into is not, because it is not divisible. Okay, 36 into not, because 36 is not divisible. 49 into not, because 49 is also not divisible. 64 into not, because 64 is also not divisible. Okay, already crossed double, now no need to check anymore. So these are the possibilities. Okay. In this case, 1 square into 116, 2 square into 29. But he said that each number x and y is greater than 1. That's why 1 I am unable to take. This is the one I have to take. That means that you have x into y square now. Y is 2, x is 29. The question is x a prime number or not? Yes, from this one I am able to answer, right? Because x is 29 means it's a prime number. So first one is sufficient. Go with the second one. X into z is 261. X into z is 261 means I'm writing x into z is equal to how much? 261. X into y, not z. Is that x into? It is y. 261, right? Because if you take z, that is meaningless. Because he has not specified even that one. Okay, x into y. Okay, 261 to get, I can use 1 into 261. Okay, it is divisible by 3 also, right? It is not divisible by 2, right? Okay, 3 into 3 8s are 24, 3 7s, right? 87 is also not a prime number. 87 is not a prime number, right? So it is divisible by 9 also, right? 9 into, okay, 9 2s are 18, 81 means 9, right? So I got multiple possibilities, right? X and Y. Because no square is there now. Okay. So I can't use 1 because both the numbers are more than 1. So I can use 3 and 87, 9 and 27. In this case, x is prime. In this case, x is not a prime. So I can't assure that x is a prime number or not. That's why this is not sufficient. 1 alone sufficient, 2 alone not sufficient. Yeah, which question, Mr. RCPV? I can't understand at what time you kept the message. I think just now, na? Yeah. This is a data sufficiency question, hero. If x, y, and z are integers, oh my god, x, y, z are integers, each greater than 1 means x is the number greater than 1, y is the number greater than 1, z is also a number greater than 1. Then is x a prime number or not? He is asking. The question is, x is a prime number or not? He gave x into y square is equals to 116. Okay. So 116 can be written as, okay, 1 square into 116, 2 square into 29. Okay, I'm unable to write any more other squares into something. So that's why x can take 116 or 29. But if y square is 1, y is 1, but you said y is greater than 1, that's why this is ruled out. That means y should be 2, x should be 29. X should be 29 means x is a prime number. His question is x a prime number or not? Yes, it is. Means you got a conclusion, means data is sufficient. So first one, data is sufficient. Second one is that x into z is 261. Oh my goodness. Sorry. X into z is how much? 261. Okay. So to get 261, okay, 1 into 261 is one possibility. If you observe, 3 into 87 is another possibility. 9 into 29 is another possibility. Where x and z, nobody will take 1, right? That's why that is ruled out. Okay, now other possibilities we take. X can take, oh my god. Okay, x can take 3 and y, z can take 27. X can take 9, y, z can take 29. Or reverse, x can take 87 and y, z can take 3. X can take 29 and y can take 9, right? These are all possibilities. The question is x a prime number or not? In this case, x is a prime number. In this case, not. In this case, not. In this case, okay. Means you can't assure that x is always a prime number from this one, right? Sometimes, but at the same time, you're unable to say that x is not a prime number also, right? That's why, okay, this is not sufficient to answer the question. So statement 1 alone sufficient to answer the question, whereas 2 alone not sufficient to answer the question. That's why answer is A. Okay. Hope you understand, Mr. RCPV. Okay. Right. So the next beautiful one. The weight of x in kg is denoted by x. The weight of A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, and S 8 members are measured and given. A plus B plus C plus D is 17. Okay. A plus C is how much? 6. Okay. If A plus B is 6, that means that B plus D is how much? 11. Okay. Observe. P is equal to R, Q is equal to S. P plus Q plus S plus D. Okay. P is equal to R, na? Q is equal to S, na? I am removing this one and writing Q. So P plus 2Q plus D is equal to how much? 50. Okay, P plus Q plus R plus B is 17. P is equal to R. Now this one also I'll write with P. 2P plus Q plus B is equal to how much? 17. Okay, now if I add both, P plus 2P is 3P, 2Q plus Q is 3Q, 3 times of P plus Q plus B plus D is equal to 15 plus 17 is how much? 32. Okay, good. Okay, good. In that, B plus D is how much? 11, right? Substitute B plus D as 11. Okay. 3 times of P plus Q plus B plus D is 11, na? Is equal to 32. So 3 times of P plus Q is nothing but 11 move this side, 21, right? So P plus Q is how much? 7. Cancel with 3. Okay, right. Now, which of the following statement is correct? He's asking. Okay, P plus Q is 7, you got. B plus D is 11, you got. B plus D together weigh less than total weight of P and Q. No. P and Q total weight is 7. P and D total weight is 11. P and D is more, but he said less. That's why that is wrong answer. P and Q together weight. P and Q together weight. Yeah, how much are 7? Okay. More than the total weight of A and C. Yes. A and C 6 only. P and Q is how much as 7. That's why P and Q weigh more than A and C. So that is the answer. B is the correct one. Okay. Let's go for the next beautiful one. Okay. How many words can one form by shuffling the letters of the word Q if Q is always followed by U? Q is always followed by U, na? That's why you should not interchange these two. That's why these two I'll take it as 1 unit. The remaining 3 I'll take it as 3 units. Altogether 4 units, right? I have to interchange, right? So 4 factorial. Okay, in that, normally you have to write these two can be interchanged again 2 factorial, but this time we should not because these two should not interchange. But sir, U appeared for 2 times, right? That's why by 2 factorial. 4 factorial is 24 by 2 is equal to how much? Don't cancel 2 and 2. That's wrong. 24 by 2 means how much? 12. So which option is answer? D is the answer. Which is answer? D is the answer. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful one. X, Y, and Z jump forward 4 and 6 and 5. This means that 4 feet, 6 feet, and 5 feet respectively. At 8 a.m., they all land on mark 199 feet. So that means that they are jumping, na? Okay, this is first feet, this is second feet, na? Like that, 199 feet they met when the time is 8 a.m. Okay, fine. How many times will they all land on the same mark? Neither to be at the same moment between mark 195 and 1000. How many times? Between 195 and 1000. Okay, they will land, he is asking. Okay, fine. We will answer. If all of them cross mark 1000 by 9 a.m. Okay. See how many times he is asking, na? The purpose of time is useless, right? 33rd question. Yeah, you're asking about 33rd question, na? Oh my god, that I'll answer again, okay? Because since I'm in this question, I'll complete it first, okay? So the size of the leap is 4, 6, and 5, now. They have to meet at same point means it should be, the distance should be the LCM, right? 4, 6, and 5, the LCM is 60, okay? For every 60 feet, they will meet, right? Okay? So he is asking between 195 and 1000, right? Before 1000, how many times if you observe, for every 60, na, so by 6, if you observe by 60, and by 6 means 16 times they will meet before 1000. But you are asking from 195 now. So 194 below, how many times are there? I'll calculate. It is 3 times. 16 minus 3 is how much? 13 times they will meet. Time is useless here. Okay. 33rd question, right? You said? No, 39th question. Oh. 39th one. Oh, good. Yeah. How many words can one form by shuffling the letters of the word Q, U, E, Q, E? Normally 5 factorial, 5 alphabets. In that U repeated 2 times is 2 factorial normally. But in this he is asking that, Q is always followed by U. So Q is always followed by U means U, then Q, right or wrong here? Now Q is followed by, Q is followed by U, na? This is the one you have to write. Okay, but if you take like this, all will not be like that, na? That's why that order is you have to change. Q and U order we have to, we should not change, na? That's why those I'm taking as 1 unit. The remaining E, U, E as 3 units. Total is 4 units. They can arrange themselves in 4 factorial. Normally, these two can, if they said that Q and U should be adjacent to each other, we will say that these two also be arranged again. But these two should not arrange. QU is acceptable, UQ is not. That's why I'm not multiplying with 2 factorial. But anyhow, U is up here 2 times now by 2 factorial. So 24 by 2 is how much? 12. So which option is the answer here? D is the answer. Clear? Right. Consider the following 3 statements. This is actually what do we say? Passages by mistake entered into this R1. Okay, keep it aside. Yeah, this is a comedy question. We already discussed in the class as it is. Okay, don't ask me the numbers are same, but we discussed. 3 partners A, B, and C entered into a business. A invested 1/3 of the capital for 1/3 duration. Okay, 1/3 of the capital for 1/3 of the duration. Okay, capital point of view, time point of view, I'm writing. Okay, so yeah, good. B invested 1/4 of the capital for 1/4 of the duration. C invested the remaining capital for the whole duration, right? Now, what are the denominators here? 3 and 4 here, na? That's why total capital is 12 rupees. It is 3 and 4, na? Total time is also 12. Now, A 1/3 into 12, na? That is 4 rupees. 1/4 into 12, na? 3 rupees. 1/3 into 12, na? 4 months. 1/4 into 12, na? 3 months. Now, if you observe the question, okay, A, B, C, 3 partners, right? A invested 4 rupees for 4 months. B invested 3 rupees for 3 months. So, out of a total investment of 12 rupees, okay, 4 rupees, 3 rupees, 7 rupees investment means 5 rupees is the investment of C. C invested remaining capital for the whole duration. Whole duration means 12 months. In this ratio, they have to distribute, right? Okay, it is 16:9:17. Okay. Now, 12 into 5 is not something. It is 60, right? Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, out of a total profit of 17,000, what is the total profit here? 17,000. How much profit will C get? C means 60 by 85, right? 85 ones, 85 twos, and having 2 other zeros. 6 twos are 12 and having 3 other zeros. How much it is here? 12,000. So, which option is the answer here? A is the answer. Understand? Good. So, the next beautiful one. Come on, all of you respond. There are 2 chemicals which do not react with each other. A container contains 10 liters of chemical A. So, assume this is my container. How many liters I have? 10 liters of the chemical A. 1 liter of this chemical is removed. Suppose 1 liter I have removed. An equal quantity of chemical B added to it. Then again 1 liter removed. Again 1 liter added. Again 1 liter removed. Okay, if this process of replacing 1 liter of the mixture by 1 liter of B is performed once more, means third time also we did. Okay, now then what is the volume of B that is present in the container approximately in percentage? In terms of percentage, he is asking now. What I can say, so the rule is that you are adding B means you have to solve the problem by using A. Finally, A. Okay, 1 minus removed by total whole power number of iterations into initial quantity of A, right? Okay, that is 9 by 10. Okay, whole cube. That is 729 by 1000 into 10, right? 0 cancel. Okay. Okay, this is the quantity of A, right? He's asking about percentage of A, na? So, percentage of A means 729 by 100 is the quantity of A. By total quantity, that is 10 liters into 100. Is it right? 100 cancels. 720 by 9 means 72.9. This is A's concentration. He is not asking about A's concentration. He is asking about B's. Total is 100 percentage. You have to subtract 72.9 percentage. That is equals to 27.1 percentage. So approximately the best approximation for the question is 27 percentage. Am I clear, all of you? Right. To the next beautiful question. A shopkeeper employs a delivery boy and gives him a motorcycle for home delivery. For every delivery, the boy is given 5 rupees at the end of the day. He also gets 2 rupees for every kilometer of the distance covered in the day. If you give one delivery, 5 rupees he will get. Okay. At the same time, if he go for 1 kilometer ride, means for delivery, he'll get 2 rupees. Okay. The boy wants to earn more than 500 rupees. Okay. But does not want to travel more than 100 kilometers. Not more than 100 means up to 100 he can travel. Na? 100 into 2 means 200 up to he can get. Out of 500, 200 he got means 300 rupees he has to get from the deliveries. Each delivery is 5 rupees. Na? To get 300 rupees, 300 by 5, 60 deliveries he has to make, right? 60 into 5 is 300 he will get. Okay, how many deliveries he has to do? Minimum 60 deliveries he has to do. Okay, 60 or minimum 60? Minimum 60 because he's asking that, okay, more than 500, not 500. So that's why more than 60 he has to take. Means 61 he can take, 999 also he can take, right? Okay, now he is asking which of the following number of deliveries would definitely meet his target. Definitely. So 80 will definitely, right? Because more than 60. 85 is also, 90 is also, that's why the question cannot be answered due to insufficient data. Okay. Let's see the next beautiful question. This is a funny question we discussed in the class usually. An LiP contains 20% copper and 80% zinc by weight. Another alloy Q contains 60% copper and 40% zinc by weight. A third alloy R is to be prepared from P and Q so that it contains equal amount of copper and zinc. See, first one, I'm doing the problem by using copper. First one has 20% copper. Okay, whereas second one has 60% copper. If you mix, both have equal proportions of copper and zinc, right? So that means that copper is only 50%. Go with the difference 10, go with the difference 30. Ratio is how much? 1:3, right? So he's asking in which proportion, okay, in what ratio amounts of P and Q be mixed in order to get R. So in what ratio? We have to mix 1:3 ratio, okay? Let's see this. A is a 2-digit number with different digits. B is also a 2-digit number and is obtained by reversing the digits of A. Okay, if A minus B is a multiple of 27 where A greater than B. Okay, normally A is a 2-digit number means AB. B is another 2-digit number by reversing means BA. Its tens place means 10A. Its units place means B. Its 10 plus 10B plus A. Okay, A minus B he said. A minus B means 10A minus A, 9A. B minus 9B. 9A. B minus 9B is minus 9B. 9 if you take common. 9 times of A minus B. It's a multiple of 27. Multiple of 27 means 27, 54, 81. Like that we have to take, right? Okay, good. How many such different A's are possible? He is asking. Suppose first I am taking 97. Then A minus B is how much? 3. To get A minus B 3, if I take A as 3, B as 0, which is not a possibility because it will be 0, 3, na? It will not be a 2-digit number. That's why 0 we should avoid for both A and B. Okay. So 4, 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4. Difference is 3 only, na? 8, 5, 9, 6. Okay. How many possibilities we got? 6 possibilities. When A minus B is 9 times of A minus B is 27. The other possibility, 9 times of A minus B is 54 if I take. 27 multiple, na? 54. Then 9 if you cancel it is 6, na? A minus B is equal to 6. To get 6, 60 is not a possibility because I said that we should avoid both zeros, right? Okay. Now 7 and 1, okay. 8 and 2, okay. 9 and 3, okay. Fine. So 3 possibilities we have here, 6 possibilities. Next one, 9 times of A minus B is equals to 27 multiples. 27 1s are 27, 2s are 54, 3s are 81, right? Okay, 9 nines. A minus B is 9 means 9 and 0 we have to take, which is not a possibility because we have to avoid 0. So 10 and 1 we should not take because 10 is not a digit. That's why this is not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many possibilities are there here? 9 possibilities. So which option is the answer here? B is the answer. Understand here? Come on, speak out all of you. Right, 57th one. Okay, 0 is called as regular question in the class. ADSN. Then how the word stop will be coded in the code language is asked. A plus 1, E minus 1, R plus 1, O minus 1, right? Plus 1 minus 1 alternatively. Okay, next one. Plus 1 minus 1, plus 1 minus 1 if you go. S plus 1 is T, T minus 1 is S, O plus 1 is the P, P minus 1 is O, TSPO. Which option is the answer here? TSPO. So B is the answer. In the classroom, no one in the class, sir. No one in the class, sir. Yeah, hero, I have explained these questions in the class. Yeah. Okay. Right now, observe. Now, observe. In the classroom, what I said is Z is a constant, R is a constant. You have traveled with plus 1. These two are ovals, you have traveled with minus 1. So, the other logic that we can take for this is ovals are taken to the previous ones, constants are to the next one. So, constant plus 1, oval minus 1, constant plus 1. So, S plus 1 is T, T plus 1 is U, O minus 1 is N, and P plus 1 is Q. TU and Q is not there in the options if you observe. That's why that is not the logic. Understand all of you? That is also a possibility. We discussed all in the classroom, right? Now let's see the next beautiful one. This is the funny question. There are 3 types of rectangular tiles: 3 by 3, 3 by 7, 3 by 11. Observe, or one dimension is fixed to 3. And an area of rectangular shape of dimensions 3 by 100 means this is also 3 by 100. The point you can understand is, if you take our rectangle like this, since it is 3 and this is 100, every tile one dimension is 3, na? That's why you'll get 3 by 3, 3 by 3, 3 by 3 like that. So no second row will be formed. Okay. So then, okay, if you take 3 by 7, 3, 7, 7, 7 and so on, na? This is 7, 7 change, but this is fixed. Only one row you will get. These 7s are 3s, so you have to equate to 100. Okay, or else even 11, right? So 11, 11, 11 you have to take, right? And so on. Okay. That means that this 100 need to be filled by using 3s, 7s and 11s only. Okay. Right, good. So an area of rectangular shape of dimensions 3 by 100 is to be covered using these tiles without breaking them. We should not break them. Okay. Yeah, if X and Y are the maximum and minimum number of tiles of various sizes respectively that can be used to cover the area exactly, then X minus Y is. X minus Y is. So X and Y are maximum number of tiles and minimum number of tiles, na? Right. If I want to use minimum number of tiles, the size of the tile should be small, right? That's why I'm not taking this one. Okay, I'll try only with these two. Okay. So if I take this one also 0, size is more, but 3 is not a multiple of 100, na? That's why I have to take minimum 1. Okay, 1 means 100 minus 7 is 93, na? 93 means 31 tiles I need. So in this is the maximum case. Okay, maximum means X. So 32 tiles needed. Minimum means I have to go with the maximum of highest ones, right? Okay, so I'll try in the 100, maximum is 9, na? I'll try with 9. If I take 9, 9 11s are 99, one more length is needed that you can't get from this one. So 9 is not a possibility. 8 if I take. 8 means 8 11s are 88, na? When 88 is completed, now 12 is needed, right? 12 means I have to use 4 of these, right? Okay, good. So 8 plus 4 is how much you got here? 12. Okay, fine. Suppose if I reduce it by 1, 7. Okay, the difference is how much here? 20, it is already there. Okay, but let us go with the next one also. Let's go with the next one. This is not a possibility. 7 means it is 77, right? 23 is needed, right? 23, if I take this one too, 14, right? So 9 means this is 3. 5 plus 7 is 12 only again. Okay. That's why below that is not possible, right? This is the minimum, which is nothing but Y. Okay. So he's asking X minus Y. Difference is how much here? 20. Okay. 20 means which option is the answer here? A is the answer. Understand all of you? Right. So the next beautiful problem. Okay, a train has to complete a journey of 800 kilometers. How many kilometers of journey it has to take? 800 kilometers. Here to here, 800 kilometers it has to travel. Okay. If it meets a minor accident, its speed becomes half of the existing speed. If there is a mechanical defect, the speed becomes 1/4 of the existing speed. On its way, the train meets with a minor accident after 200 kilometers. Okay. Up to 200 kilometers, fine. It has traveled with its own tempo. But it met with an accident. Okay. Accident. Accident means speed will be halved. Okay, fine. So, and 400 kilometers thereafter. Thereafter means from here 400 kilometers. Okay, total is 800 now. So 600 kilometers means this is 200 kilometers. Okay, right. Thereafter, it develops a mechanical defect. Means it is accident and a mechanical defect. Both were happened. So accident means half. Mechanical defect means 1/4. So it will be running with 1/8 speed. So if you think of the speed point of view, the speed here is S. Okay. So or else right here, speed here is S. Here it is accident na half S. Here it is 1/8 S. Understand? Okay, good. Keep it aside. Okay, keep it aside. Okay. Now he said that oh, P.C. Reddy, you are saying good night, na? Okay, why? Getting sleep. Come on, enjoy the session, yeah. Okay, good. I'm observing your comments also, don't worry. Okay. Right, on its way, the train met with a minor accident after 200 kilometers and 400 kilometers thereafter, it developed a mechanical defect. Okay. Had the train developed the mechanical defect after 200 kilometers, means if it happened, okay, from here, okay, see, okay, mechanical defect was happened, then automatically, if its speed is S, it will be 1/4 S, right? Okay, and yeah, and met the minor accident 400 kilometers thereafter. Means at this point, accident was happened. Means again, it will be accident plus mechanical, right? So it will be half, now automatically it will be 1/8 S only. Observe speed 1/8 S, 1/8 S. Only this is the part speed has been reduced. That means the time will be increased, right? Okay, on the stretch. Okay. It would have taken 4 hours more to reach its destination. Okay. What was the original speed of the train in the kilometer per hour? This we can work out in two ways. Okay, from this data, what you can say is, in this 400 kilometers, normally 400 by half S it will take, but now 400 by 1/4 S it is taking. This gap is nothing but 4 hours, because here and here, 1/8 S, 1/8 S. S and S, no change in the speed, no change in the distances, that's why no change in the time. Okay, now this is 4 hours, right? Okay, good. Now this 4 goes to the numerator, right? 400 into 4 is 1600. Okay, 2 goes to the numerator, right? It will be 800. Denominator is S, right? 1600 minus 800 is 800 by S is equal to 4. Okay, 4 ones, 4 200s. What is the speed of the original speed of the train? 200 kilometers per hour. He is asking that one only. Okay, what was the original speed of the train in kilometers per hour? So what's the answer here? 200 kilometers. Okay. Or else the same problem you can take you can see the world in a different way. Okay, that is observe. Yes, half S and 1/8 S, na? Okay. When suppose here the time is T, speed is halved, means time will be doubled. When compared to doubled normally, but distance also doubled, na? It will become 4 times. Okay. So the same distance, right? But speed is 1/8, na? Time will be 80. 80, 40 and T means total is 13 T is time needed here. But when I come to this one, here if the time is T, it is 1/4T means, right? It will be 40, right? Because speed is 1/4. And distance double, right? That's why it will again doubles. So 80 it will be. Okay, now 200 and it's also 200 stretch only, na? But speed becomes 1/8, na? So it will be 80. 80 plus 80 is 16T plus T is 17T. Difference is 40, right? And he said that is equal to 4 hours. Okay, that means that 4 cancels, T is equal to 1 hour. T is 1 hour means 200 kilometers, time is 1 hour. So the speed is 200 by 1, 200 kilometers per hour. That is GA. Understand all of you? Like this also we can say. Sir, I already solved this type of questions in the RSI workbook. Yes, you can. Okay, not only in RSI workbook, in my handouts also, these questions are there. Okay, this is a simple and beautiful question. Okay, you can't understand at the time. Okay, at least do you understand right now? PV something. Okay, I'm happy if you say that. Okay, good, good. Now, let's see the next beautiful one. Now let us see the next beautiful one. Right, good. Right, good. In a recruitment process, the selection of candidates is based on their performance in three components. The weightages of the components 1, 2, and 3 are 0.2, 0.3, and 0.5 respectively. You have to understand this statement very well. Weightages are 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. That means that suppose in the first one he got 10, 20 marks in the second, 30 marks in the third. You have to multiply 10 into 0.2, 2 marks you have to consider. 20 into 0.3, that means 6 marks you have to consider. 30 into 0.5, that is 15 marks you have to consider. Understand here like that. You just need to multiply the marks with the weightages. Then you will get the correct scores of the students. Understand? Okay, good. Use the data given below and find out the cutoff score if exactly 3 candidates are to be selected. Here, normally in the examinations of competitive, okay, good. In the examinations of competitive, okay, he will give the cutoff based on the requirement. Now he is asking you to calculate the cutoff. Okay. Okay. Now 5 into 0.2, you will get 1. 4 into 0.3, you will get 1.2. Okay. 6 into 0.5, you will get 3. So 3, 4, 5.2 marks he got totally. So next one. So 4 into 0.2, 0.8. Okay. Next one. 6 into 0.3. So 1.8. Next 5 into 0.5, 2.5. Okay, 0.8, 1.8, 2.6 plus 2.5. 5.1 is the score that he got. Right, next one. 3 into 0.2, that is 0.6. 2 into 0.3, that is 0.6. 8 into 0.5, that is 4. 4 means 5.2. Okay, fine. Now 9 into 0.2, 1.8. 4 into 0.3, 1.2. 3 into 0.5, 1.5. 1.8, 1.2 means 3. 3 plus 1.5 means 4.5. 8 into 0.2, it is 1.6. 8 into 0.3, it is 2.4. 2 into 0.5, it is 1. Okay, 1.6, 2.4 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, how many candidates need to be selected? 3 candidates. Who are the 3? 5.2, 5.2, 5.1. Means I can say that the cutoff is how much? 5.1. Least one, na? 5.1. So which option is the answer here? A is the answer. Understand? This is the way that we have to go for the cutoff problems. This is the next beautiful one. Okay, I'll have a small peg, then we will continue to the 61. A beautiful question. Not followed exactly 2023 pattern question, but 2023 pattern he used here. Okay. 7 cubes are identical in shape. Identical in shape, 7. Okay. Out of this, the weight of each of the 6 cubes is equal and the weight of the remaining cube is less than the weight of the any other cube. Out of these 7 ones, one is less in weight. Okay. A balance is used to identify the lightest cube. What is the minimum number of attempts required to distinguish the odd cube with certainty? Suppose with certainty is not there, the answer is 1. Why? Because if it is not there, it is there means that is not. I'll explain you why. Suppose this is the balance. Okay, here is the plate, here is the plate. Total 7, na? 3 I kept here, 3 I kept here, 1 I kept outside. Because I'm unable to adjust 7 in the same place, right? Then if suppose these two are equally balanced. Okay, that means that these 6 are identical. This is the non-equal one, right? That is the minimum one, right? But he is asking minimum one with certainty. With certainty, that means that that is the worst case. What's the meaning of with certainty or with assurance? That is the worst case. Worst case means maximum possibility we have to go. Okay, because suppose for my son I said that Okay, go and bring a TV. Okay, he said that I'll go to Chroma. Okay, fine. So I said that if you come with the TV in the home, I'll accept. If you won't come home, if you come home without bringing the TV, okay, I'll just kill you. Then what he has to do? Or what he has to prepare? So the point you have to understand is, see, in the Chroma, the least price of the TV is suppose 5,000, highest price is 2.5 lakhs. Then he should prepare for 2.5 lakhs. Why? Because he will expect 5,000 wala. Okay, 5,000 he will went there. He said that sir out of stock. Then he has to come home without bringing the TV. Automatically he will die. Suppose the next one it is 10,000. Okay, he assumed that 10,000 wala is 10,001 is available. But he went there, but it is not there. Then what happens? Automatically he will come home without having the TV. I'll smash him, right? That's why more of the story you have to understand is, okay, if he brings, suppose 2.5 lakh is the costliest TV, he has gone with 2.5 lakh in his pocket, definitely he will buy any one TV, right or wrong? Yeah, that's why. Okay, with the certainty, if I said, that means that it is assured. It is assured means maximum case. Okay, with certainty means it is maximum case. Okay, maximum case means what I have to think. Okay, this one. Okay, this is the balance, right? Don't ask me how it is looking like. Okay, so 3 I placed here, 3 I placed here, 1 out I placed outside. Best case, if you want, these three are equal, then automatically that 1 is the answer, but that is the best case. But I want to go with the worst case, na? So one time I have calculated 1 plus. Suppose this is coming down like this. That means that lightweight one is in this one, right? These three I'll take separately. Okay, now I'll balance. 3 are there, na? 1 here, 1 outside. So suppose in this case, if you want to go with the best, if these two are equal, automatically this is the worst one. Suppose if it is coming down, this is the low weight one, right? Low weight one is my answer. Right? If it is coming down, that means that this is the low weight one, right? That is the answer, right or wrong here? Because one is low weight now. So that's why with this, the game is over. Because one time you counted here, second time you will definitely get the answer, right? So how many you have to go? 2. So what's the answer here? A is the answer. Understand all of you? Let's see the next beautiful one. A person facing the east. Yeah, this question you can draw by using the diagram and you can solve it. Okay, without diagram also we can solve. As I said in the classroom, without diagram is easy. I'm going with that one. A person is facing east and travels 4 kilometers right, and then turns right. East right is south. Okay. Yeah, good. And travels for 3 kilometers. Okay, fine. Then further turns left. South left is again, south left is east. Okay. And travels for how many kilometers? 2 kilometers. And finally turns left. East left is north and travels for 3 kilometers. Okay, the minimum distance between the final point and the initial point and the direction in which the person is facing at the final. Okay, so respectively. At the final, he is moving in the north, na? Okay, north and north, these two, anyone will be the answer, right? Okay, now, distance also is asking, right? North and south are opposite and equal, na? Cancel it. So, what is the distance here? 6 kilometers. So, which option is the answer here? D is the answer. Okay, great. Hope you understand. Right, now let's see the next beautiful problem. Right, now let's see the next beautiful problem. Come on, make it. In a sequence of numbers, each number other than the first two is the sum of the immediately preceding two numbers from it. Means we'll say in number series, Fibonacci series, right? So he's going with Fibonacci series. Okay. If the first two numbers in the sequence are 4 and 7, okay, first two are what here? 4 and 7. Automatically next one will be sum of the preceding two numbers, na? 4 plus 7 is 11. Next one is 18 and so on, right? Then the sixth number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixth one means 2 more. 18 plus 11 is 29. 29 plus 18 is 47. What is the sixth number here? 47. That is which option is the answer here? Fourth option is the answer. Understand? Let's see the next beautiful one. The ratio of male to female workers in two companies A and B is 13:10. Male to female is how much? 13:10 and 7:5. Okay, respectively. If both the companies have the same number of female workers, females are same. This is 10, this is 5. Okay, but not same, na? Let's make it same. Okay, 10 now. To make 10, this is 14:10, right? Okay, good. So now females are same, right? Okay, now, then what is the ratio of the total number of workers in A to the those of B? Total 10 plus 13, 13 plus 10 is 23, 14 plus 10 is 24. So the ratio is how much here? 23:24. So which option is the answer here? So B is the answer. Be careful. 24, 23, 23, 24, both are there. Okay. Right, good. See the next beautiful one. Right, good. See the next beautiful one. If the product of, this is another beautiful question you can understand. If the product of the HCF and LCM of two distinct numbers is the cube of one of the numbers. Yeah. So one number is A, other number is B. As we know that for two numbers, LCM into HCF is nothing but a product of the numbers, right? Okay, LCM into HCF is nothing but a product of the numbers, right? So A into B is nothing but a product of the numbers. Okay, yeah, he said that. Okay, the product of HCM into LCM, okay, is nothing but a product of the numbers, right? Is cube of one number. Let us say cube is A's cube. That implies B is how much are A square. That means that the numbers are A and A square. Definitely this will be the HCF and this will be the LCM. Okay, right? Both are distinct now. That's why A will never be 1. The difference, then what he is asking is which of the following statement is are correct. The difference of the numbers is an even number. Difference means A square minus A. If you take A common, A minus 1. Okay. Suppose A is odd, A is even. Two cases I am taking. If A is odd, A minus 1 is even, I am happy. Product is even. If A is even, this is odd, even into odd is even, happy. So definitely difference of the numbers is an even number. So first one is valid. Okay, next one. One of the numbers is a perfect square. Yes, exactly. This is a perfect square, right? So second one is valid. So both are valid, right? So answer is C is the answer. Both 1 and 2 are correct. So now let's see the next beautiful one. Yeah. Another funny question. So long ago, this type of questions used to give, but again he gave, luckily. Okay, really it is luckily he gave, that's it. We can't say that this type of questions in general will be given in the examinations. Okay. For your better visibility, I am zooming it. Okay. Right. X and Y are 2 digits and the number 4x5y790 is divisible by 11. Divisible by 11 means sum of digits in the alternate places. Its difference should be 0 or 11, right? 11 multiple, right? 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. Plus 0 is 16. X plus Y plus 9. Okay, X plus Y plus 9. Okay, difference should be 0, right? Okay. So 16 minus 9 is how much? 7 minus of X plus Y is equal to 0. So X plus Y is equal to how much? 7. Okay, he is asking that if X plus Y is divided by 11, okay, the remainder is. So 7 divided by 11, remainder. If the dividend is smaller than the divisor, dividend itself acts as a remainder, right? The remainder is how much? 7. So what's the answer here? D is answer. Okay. Right, 70 completed, 71. Another funny question if you observe. An explosion takes place at a certain distance from an army camp. Okay, assume this is explosions part and this is army camp. Okay, army camp. Okay, good. So as soon as the sensor in the camp receives the sound of the explosion, a drone starts flying towards the spot of explosion. The drone clicks a picture from the spot and the camp receives it at the same time. Sir, he uses some beautiful sentences or statements in this one. What they are is, okay, as soon as the sensor in the camp receives the sound of the explosion, means when explosion will happen, they will get alert once the sensor started receiving it, right? That's why definitely it will take some time. Okay, when it received, it has sent a drone here. Okay, fine. Okay, a drone starts flying towards the spot. Okay, drone started to fly. Okay, the drone clicks a picture from the spot, means it comes here and it will take a picture, and yeah, good. Spot, and the camp receives it at the same time, means through internet it is sending now. That's why simultaneously, means when it click a photo, automatically reaches him. no travel time for that photo to here, right? That's why it said instant, okay? At the same time it received. So when it received, immediately another drone starts flying to the spot, and it also sends a picture as soon as it reaches the spot. The two pictures were received at 5:02 p.m. and 5:05 p.m. Okay. Observe. 5:02 p.m. I got a picture. Immediately drone came there, went there, and it has taken a picture. That means that received instantly na 5:05. That means that drone has traveled for 3 minutes. How many minutes it has traveled? 3 minutes it has traveled, right? Okay. Sir, for the second drone it took 3 minutes, means for the first drone also it took 3 minutes, right? That means that at 4:59 the drone was started. First drone. Is this right or wrong? Okay. Sir, explosion was not happened at 4:59, sir. Okay. Before that only it was happened, right? Okay. Yeah, good. If the speed of the drone is 30 meters per second, yeah, speed of the drone he gave. So drone need 3 minutes to travel, na? Speed is 30 meters per second, na? 30 into 3 minutes, that is meters per second. 3 minutes means 3 into 60, right? This is this distance, right or wrong here? Okay. This distance is equal to how much here? 30 into 3 into 60. Okay, meters. Okay. So, at what time did the explosion take place? Assume that the speed of the sound is 300 meters per second. Okay. So, explosion was happened. It has to travel the same distance, right? How much time it will take? Shall we take? Time taken for sound to reach the army camp office. Distance by speed, na? 30 into 3 into 60 by speed is how much? 300, right? 61, 65. 5 ones 5, 6s. 6 is 18 seconds. So, before this was started, 18 seconds ago, the fire was, means the accident was happened. Explosion. Within 18 seconds, it reached. Immediately, drone started. Drone started at 4:59, right? Means before 4:59, 18 seconds. Okay. Means 4 hours, 58 minutes, 60 seconds. You have to reduce 18 now. So 4 hours, 58 seconds, 58 minutes, 42 seconds. So which option is the answer? Yeah. 4:58, 42. So C is the answer. Understand here? It's a common sense and a funny questions he gave, not the complex ones. That's why this paper is easy compared to the previous ones. The digit in the unit place of the number is. The unit place, directly we discussed, right? 6 means periodicity is 1, always 6. 7 means periodicity 4. Periodicity 4 means divide the last two digits of the power with 4, right? 0, 7. Divide with 4. Okay, automatically it will be how much? Remainder is 3. So 7 cube you will take. 7 cube is how much? 343. Means you have to take the units place 3. 6 3s are how much? 18. So units place is how much? 8. So which option is the answer? Is C. A very, 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 very easy question, right? Okay, good. A person saves 10% of his salary every month. Okay, means if his salary is 100 rupees, expenditure is 90, and savings is 10 rupees. Fine. If his salary increases by 12%, why? Fine. 100 becomes 112. And the expenditure increases by 10%. Expenditure earlier 90, na? 10% is 9, na? So it will become expenditure is how much? 99. So savings becomes 112 minus 99, right? How much it is? So it is 13 rupees is the savings, right? Okay, fine. Okay, then what will be the change in his savings per month? 10 becomes 13, na? Percentage he is asking, na? How much increase? 3 out of 10 into 100, right? 0, 0 cancels. How much percentage here? 30%. So which option is the answer here? So B is the answer, right? A simple question. See, the paper is about to complete. Hope you understand and you enjoyed it. Okay. P has a son and a daughter. Here in the blood relation also he gave a very simple question. Okay. S is the mother of T. S is the mother. To whom? T. S is R's spouse. Spouse means wife or husband. These two are wife and husband. Fine. Next one. Q and R are the children of P. Q and R are the children of P. Initially, he said that P has a son and a daughter. Already he is a son, so that's why Q is a daughter. Then how is Q related to S? For S, son-in-law, right? Sorry, sister-in-law, right? But that is not there. Q is the sister of S. No. Q is the daughter of S. No. Q is the mother of S. No. Q is the sister of the husband of S. Yes, Q is the sister of husband of S. Yes, absolutely. That's why answer is D. Instead of sister-in-law, he gave direct relation, right? Right, let's go for the next beautiful problem. Just a second. So many a times I said that practice the PYQs, right? So nearly 10-15 questions you find from the PYQs. This is also a question from the PYQ. How many 3-digit numbers can be expressed as an integral power of 2? Oh, this is not a PYQ, sorry. So integral power of 2. If you observe 2 powers, 2 power 1 is 2. 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 power 4 is 16, next one is 32, next one is 64, next one is 128, next one is 256, next one is 512, next one is 1024. So these three are 3-digit numbers, right? With higher 2 powers, right? So how many numbers are there? 3 numbers. That's it. There ends the game. If you know the values, it's much more easy. If you don't know, still I have to know. Right. Syllogism also he gave very basic level question. This is a syllogism question. Every red is blue. Every red is blue. Every means all, right? Okay. So every means all. Okay. Every blue is green. Every blue is green. Okay. Every green is yellow, dirty fellow, right? Good. Which of the following statements denoted by P, Q, and R are correct? These are which is correct is asking. Every blue is yellow. Every blue is yellow. Absolutely correct. Definite positive. From the basic, you have to conclude. Yes, it is. Every red is green. Yes, every red is green. Okay, from the basic only you have to give because definite positive conclusion. Every red is yellow. Yes, every red is yellow. Basic diagram is happening and it's a definite positive, so you have to. So select the answer using the given code. So all are correct. So PQR, all are correct. How many times does 5 appear? This is the PYQ. 5 earlier it is complex one, it's a simple one now. 5 appears, okay, in all 2-digit positive indices. All 2-digit positive indices, how many times 5 is appearing? He is not asking that how many numbers has a digit as 5. How many times 5 appearing means, sir, in the 15, 25, 35 and so on up to 95, na? 5 is appearing in the units place, na? How many are these? These are 9. These are 9. Every 10 numbers you have 1, na? So, observe 1, 2 and so on 9, na? So, 9 numbers. In the tens place, 50 to 55, 50 to 59, these are 10 numbers, right? Every time tens place you have 5, right? That's why 10 plus 9, what's the answer here? 19. If you observe, your friend has given 18. Why? Because he has taken 55, you counted 5 here now, don't count here. He's not asking that how many numbers has 5 as a digit. He's asking that how many times 5 was used. Here also 5 used, here also used. 2 times you have to count, 1 here, 1 here. That's why answer is 19, not 18. Understand all of you? So, yeah, with this, the paper will be completed, right? So, see the last question. X travels 6 kilometers on a bicycle with an average speed of 5 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour, and 4 kilometers per hour during the first kilometers, next 2 kilometers, and the remaining 3 kilometers. Total 6 kilometer stretch now. First 1 kilometer, next 2 kilometers, next 3 kilometer stretch. Okay, his speeds are, this is 5 kmph, this is 10 kmph, and this is 4 kmph. Okay. You can calculate the times also. But let's wait, what he is saying. Good. Y travels, this is about X. Okay, Y travels the same distances with average speeds of, same distance means these only, with speeds of 4 kmph, 10 kmph, and 5 kmph. Okay, good. How many minutes early will Y complete the journey if both X and Y start at the same time? Both started at the same time. How many minutes early he will take? Observe. How many minutes early means travel time difference only he is asking. 2 kilometers 10 kmph. For that also he is also moving with 10 kilometers per hour. Means from that no difference you will get because he is not asking about the total time. He is asking about the difference in the times only, right? Okay. He will take more time because long distance he traveled with slow speed. He traveled with fast speed. Small distance he traveled with large speed. He traveled with less speed. Okay. Long distances, if you travel with high speed, you will reach faster, right? That's why we can say that answer is okay. So he will take more time, more time, na? So I'll say that he will take the time 1/5 and he will take here 3/4. This I have already ruled out, na? He will take 1/4 and he will take 1 by 5. Okay. These all are in terms of minutes, right? Okay, sorry, hours, right? Because kmph and kilometers. Okay, options are in terms of minutes, right? Because he's asking clearly how many minutes early, right? That's why multiply with 60. Okay, 5 and 4 all were, na? Take the LCM as 20. 5 is 4 times, so 4. 4 is 5 times, 5 3s are 15. So it is 19. Minus 4 is 5 times, na? 5 into 1 is 5. 5 is 4 times, na? Oh, why it is 1 by 5? No, it is 3 by 5. 3 kilometers with 5 now. Okay, good. 5 is 4 times, 4 3s are 12. 12 into 12 plus 5 is how much? 17. Altogether into 60. 21 is 23 is 19 minus 7 is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. How many minutes early? 6 minutes early. So hope you understand. In general, every year, 70 to 80%, 90% of students will fail in CSAT examination. I hope this time very less number of people will disqualify in CSAT examination. So hope you understand. Okay, yeah. If you want to join, means regular updates about my classes, my channel, okay, current affairs and practice questions, all you can follow my Telegram channel. Okay, so it's AmarNadh Sir Classes is the Telegram channel. In every slide, it was printed AmarNadh Sir Classes. That's my Telegram channel, my app name, my what do we say, my YouTube channel name. Ready to your friends also. If you like it, like and share with your friends. Okay, subscribe the channel, my dear boys and girls. Okay, so this time in my app, that is AmarNadh Sir Classes app, who have purchased CSAT course, and if they watched each and every video, 99% they will qualify. Or it's 100%, but it's not, I don't want to exaggerate. Okay, 99% they will qualify. Okay, so that is the depth I have given. That is the beauty of the examination. Anyhow, it's a simple examination, not tough when compared to 25, 24, 23, 22, 21 even. The last 5-6 years, this is the easiest paper ever. Hope you understand. You enjoyed it. Thank you, my dear personals. Share with your friends and join our Telegram channel also. Download our app. In the app, you have a lot of material at free of cost. Okay. Thank you, my dear personals. So, CGL course also I'm starting soon for arithmetic, reasoning, and pure maths. I'll complete, and GS part my friend Vasu sir will complete. Okay, and English part my friend, another friend Naveen sir will complete. Okay, in the extraordinary manner, you'll get every detail. Okay, download the app, my dear personals. Thank you. We'll meet the next session after that. Jai Hind. If you have any doubt, you are free to ask. I will be in the live. Come and speak out if you have any doubts. Else I'll wind up. No more doubts, right? Can I wind up the session? It's been more than 2 hours of time.